Combo Deluxe 65 from PC Electronic, Part 4.
On the bench, we have the Combo Deluxe 65, where we've got a Telecaster Ultra 2, and all that's going into Studio 192 and out to OBS. Okay, we're going to keep it simple, stay away from copyrights. But today is the final review, and we're going to mess around with the knobs a little bit and talk a little bit about it. The Combo Deluxe 65. Most people can guess what amp that's emulating. And it's similar to the headstock on the guitar here. It tells you everything. But we are going to just mess around. We ended up with last video, we had a clean tone. That's in the neck pickups. We go down to the bridge, add some spank to, and then we can hit this, go to both pickups that brought in the little boost, little push button on this guitar. And it's got some spank to it. So let's take a look at this reverb real quick while we've still got it clean. We'll crank it down lower and see what we get here. Let me put this back on the neck pickup. It seems to have a friendlier sound to it. Little bit of squash there. It's digital. I don't know what it is with these. The last TC Electronic preamp we looked at, pedal type. It tended to compress the sound a little bit too. All right, what happens if we take this reverb and turn it way up here? And my hand's in the way of seeing the numbers, but you'll see them in a second. I'm gonna take it all the way to 10. Let's see what we got. It's a little shaky. Let me take some tones down to 5 and level it off a little bit. So we're not getting too much of a boost. Take the gain down a little bit. Okay, let's go to the bridge pickup. It's going to be a little more spanky. We take that back down. Okay, let's play with the gain a little bit here. Let's pull that reverb down. It's too much for that, I guess. And we're still on the... Nope, actually, we're on the middle too. Up here's the neck, and then go back down the bridge. Pull the reverb back in. Okay, that's a little better. It had a boost on it, and we're in a deep hole on that one. Take it down. add some mids, get a little bit of 80s sound here. All right, let's take the reverb totally off for a minute. All right, this, I like it with the reverb on a little. Of course, I guess most people like a little reverb. It cleans up your playing a little bit. Does mine anyhow. Okay, let's take the mids out, bring some bass back, put a little more treble on it. It's, I'd have to call this nice cleans, spanky. I'm not a fan of the reverb. I have watched other people review this, and they get that reverb real, you just, but that's about it. Yep, got that halfway. That's about all the reverb I can take on it. We'll take it up again one more time and see, but it's a little too much for the... And it may react differently if you've got this plugged into an amp. Like, you know, I've got this going straight into the Studio 192, so there's no coloring from any amp or, and it has a built-in cabinet simulator on it, so. Almost sounds like that's not on, doesn't it? I checked it and it is, so. It has a little better sound down on the... I actually like the neck pickup sound better. Go down to the bridge, it's just a little too bright. Tinny sound. And you turn the reverb down. And you're fine at that point, but it's still like that bridge pickup, or the neck pickup, sorry. Nice clean sounds. Let me crank the gain up again, see what we can do here. Now, as far as my opinion on the this pedal, and I'm trying to give you the raw sound so you'll know what it's going to sound like, but if you're like me, I'll buy something, I'll take it home. I have all these expectations of what it's going to sound like because someone online put a demo together, but they spent a lot more time putting that demo together than I'll spend plugging this thing in and you know, playing with it. and they probably even edit some things in their work. You know, the DAW. They'll change things, add effects, clean it up. And I just to take this home and plug it in and play with it, I probably would not get one of these. If you're looking, because it's digital, and it does 1 amp, and it does it fairly well, but it does sound compressed. But you can see the Tonex I've got over here. I use Tonex a lot. I've got a headrush unit. I've got a bunch of older units. I even have some things from the late 80s and actually the early 80s. Rack stuff that I'll still use. But you know, if you get something like a Tonex, you can change the sound. You get unlimited sounds, or even a headrush or a line 6, something like that. You can change the sounds. It costs a little more, but for the price of these, you're getting 1 amp. And if it didn't have all this compression, and this is the 8th video I've done with one of these pedals, and every time I play it, it sounds a little compressed when I'm playing, but when I have it on recording and I listen back to it, it just squashes it. I don't know why it does that. Maybe it's me, but if I were going to try one of these, I would probably, they've got one that emulates a Marshall. That's probably the one I would try first. If you like country, though, this Combo Deluxe isn't bad, but you're not going to get a lot of sounds out of it. You're better off, if you're really into country, you're better off getting the actual amp, a Fender amp of some type. But so anyhow, we yeah, it's decent sounds, but if you're buying it to use to use on stage, or in recording, you'll probably spend more time with it. If you're buying it, like most of the pedals I've bought over time, I'm buying it to plug it in and enjoy it, and I ran out of things to do with it real quick. The reverb's too harsh. Of course, you may get better sounds than I do out of it, but again, I go back to it sounds squashed. All right, well, that is going to do it for the review on the Combo Deluxe 65. I might come back to this at a later date and bring in some other pedals with it, because like I said, this is all you're hearing is this pedal, and it's got built-in reverb. But if you had like something in front of it, a little push on distortion, because this gain just goes up so far. And anyhow, I will see you in the next video.